Hello, everybody. Jeffrey Hauser, resuming his play of Mage's initiation as an Earth Mage. I am in the middle of the second task and just got approval to go to Flyteria. So first I have to gain...
Can you take me to Falk's Perch?
All right, hold on.
First I have to gain... what's the appropriate term? Confidence of these hawk people. And then I'll be able to go to the griffins to get the griffin egg.
Hello again. I didn't thank you properly before. Please know I am grateful for your aid.
I'm glad I could help. Tell me, is there any way to see your father?
As an outsider, you will not be able to visit my father's perch without an offering of some kind. Humans are known for their tools and crafts, at least the ones you are permitted to use. Perhaps you could make something for him.
A boy's... If I... Falk's bed. A cabinet... For... Text... The heir himself. Falk's...
I tried to make one for my father.
You mean...
Wheel?
Never mind. Falk keeps a wooden... tool. This block... I don't think...
I was born 14 years ago, here in my mother's perch. My family has always ruled Flyteria. I wonder, though, if my people could accept a leader who cannot fly. She died 6 years ago. I try not to think about her, but sometimes it is difficult. There are few Flyterians my age in the valley, and they do not share... I had hoped that, when I am of age, my father would allow me to leave the valley for a time, as he did.
To obtain a...
You might find that a challenge. The griffins are difficult to approach, and they do not trust strangers. Further, my father is a good leader, strong, devoted, and proud. I only hope I can do him justice when it is my turn, if it is ever my turn. Being the son of the chief is a mixed blessing. What of your father?
I do not know him. At least, not anymore.
That must be difficult.
I try not to think about it. It is an...
I doubt. This is the only home I have ever known. Few Flyterians ever leave the... Before she died, my mother told me of how father often left the mountains. He was different then, more curious and trusting. She told me of his adventures and his interest in the great structures which stood tall and spun.
Windmill?
He did not know what they were called, or... I have always been interested in the human town. It must sound strange, but I am not angry. I know I should not have approached the town, losing a wings like your kind. For letting you into our valley, it was the least I could do. If you can prove that you do not... When you asked my father whether he had searched for the... You are a...
Near.
I've heard about your kind. You are not like other humans. Could a mage have stolen...
It is...
Drop by.
Do you mind if I...
Go ahead. I had not decided what I was going... What an if you think they will serve you. So long as you haven't harmed them.
Falcordy has every... I do not think... These... Falcordy...
That is a strange thing to carry around.
Not...
Human tools have always impressed. Handy for sticking. They smell. It looks well made. I have no... That might be... I was required to face my own trial when I came of age.
How old?
10.
Really? That's...
A year late, I know. I was...
Your incense burner.
My humblest...
They are your element.
That which is... I have to... You have provided...
This wheel looks...
You wouldn't take a girl's...
What did you have?
Make me an offer. You'll need to be a... You'll need to be a... You'll need to... You'll need to... You'll need to be... That seems a fair trade.
The feathers... I can't attach... Good, blacksmith. Is that an... Thank you, blacksmith. Can you take me? This scrap looks like... Can you take me?
It is right above us.
Falk's Perch. These scratches... I am neither...
That is a fine gift. Are those my feathers? Do not be. Hold it still while I scratch. There. My father should approve now.
You may enter.
An insightful gift. My son listens well to his father's tales. What do you call this?
A windmill.
Windmill. Falk is as I was in my youth. Too much so, I think. But the past is dead, as are those who were taken from us. Only the future matters. My people will survive in spite of human and forest folk treachery.
An emerald. A sun. Not even our... I believe. A silver. An unassuming... Whatever it can... With my... This depiction... A pair of...
My son, my person. Should you ever travel beyond this realm, the human town holds little interest to me. The only... It is home to... If I have... As you can see, the evidence held to the light casts the... Go ahead. 2 items of value... What does it matter what was stolen? That these thefts... The thefts occurred in
Evidence of... The owner was evidently a smoker, and I don't think the Flytarians have... A leather gauntlet with brass buckles and silver studs, made for a smallish...
Yet more. I would...
Oh, I would... Hawkane... Hawkane...
In Flyteria, we give our mates to be tokens of our...
Only in my...
As elegant.
Hawkane showed...
I can smell. A mage weapon, yes? You think you are not like other humans.
Hawkane... Hawkane might not have... Can you take me? Birds. Bird. The roof is... I cannot make out any... I cannot ma- stand... And then there were... And then... Can you take me to the... No reason. Some scraps of... The Flightarians are not vegetarian. The fly...
It seems rude to just vanish on the guard that's taking you around, but there doesn't seem to be any ills for it, so to speak.
Fruit scraps in the flight.
Yes.
I am short a few apples and a banana.
May I take a...
They went miss.
The fruit scraps in the Flightarian... I found this on the...
No, I'm...
I found this on the ground nearby. Did you know...
Let me... Ah, that's the insignia of Ignore. Anyone enacting official duty on behalf of Lord Magile wears a uniform adorned with identical buttons.
Do such important people grace your stall with their presence?
Every day.
I'm investigating...
I had no idea mages concerned themselves with the trivialities of us lesser folk.
They don't. These thefts occurred in the Flightarian village. Possibly...
Oh, well, nobody comes to mind. I'm sorry.
If there's a connection... I found this...
An item so...
There's no... I found this on the ground.
Even that which...
sharp. Hardly worth an eye.
He only.
Brass buttons aren't.
You've collected work.
Were you looking for Varna, Initiate? So was I. It's strange. You wished... It is whether you have time. I have served this town. You are lucky. Our caste. Are you interested in our history? Perhaps you might have heard of Mage Tenero.
So he was complete.
Without a doubt. Yet he will be remembered. The position has not yet been decided. As you have likely heard, it is down to Phileum. I have done all I set out to do. To ask for more, they are not to be questioned. 1,000 flasks of Mage. Tolerance goes both ways. I see greatness in you. I know you. I know not where he. May your. For the so-called important giftless of Ignor.
Strange.
Oops, I went back to where I was.
My dear boy, you won't.
A young Flyter.
I must have told you.
Wait,
What?
who attacked?
Why?
To start
When?
soon.
How?
You.
What?
Who?
Buttons and fruit stalls? I have been observing the market quarter, but I've been too distracted by a feisty little magpie who comes to visit. Charming little creature. I would love to try talking to it. Without it. My third. He will make an.
He is an heir, Jonas. Someone attacked him.
That's. So that.
What?
An arrow of flame.
You mean a fire arrow? Like the town guard?
Yes.
This? I should keep this.
Who could have harmed the chief?
I don't know.
But what if the fiend's afraid?
Part.
Keep your head.
Can you?
Strange. I've seen something like that in my cousin's perch. Pekon found it there 2 days ago. We thought
You didn't mention.
it did not seem important. I mean,
I should take a look anyway.
of course, it is on the western side of the valley. Ask Con.
Can you take? These scratch marks are too small to belong. Even Falk's scratch mark. These breadcrumbs may have. It's locked. Locked. Relatives? Relative?
I can't imagine how
The pieces came from the. The poster.
Thank you. I think that's worth more than coin. I've no idea how.
Can you take.
While I'm thinking of it.
My candle?
Where did you find that?
In Ignore.
That's more than a little odd. I recognize the markings on the handle. They belong to the Widow Park.
You imagine.
Conjure. You humans wouldn't need some.
Can you take.
Where are you, my darling? I wait for you. There you are. What have you brought for me today? Oh. I know you love me, but you must... I would never tell...
Follow that map.
The magpie flew to an outcropping in the mountains. I can take...
Can you take me? According to Condor, the silhouette. The wick is dry, but I can't light the lamp. The missing envoys, I presume. The burns suggest they were killed by flame. Furthermore, why leave them here? And how did the perpetrator... There is another more...
Gotta keep closer watch on that.
There's no... Feels... I can't use... There is nothing else of... This envoy wears a single gauntlet, matching the one I saw in Hawkane's perch. What is this? A conductor? I have found out.
Oh, did I grab the conductor?
You have shown perseverance in your search for the truth, most surprising for a human. You have also brought proof that these thefts were but the acts of a mere magpie and its misguided caretaker. Guard, bring her in.
You summoned me, no.
Your magpie is...
My darling is innocent. I know him better than you know your own.
Claw carefully, Parla, while every soul of...
You will not.
Your... Parla, your husband is...
But he has come back.
Guard, return her to her perch.
Do not hurt my darling.
It appears you were right, and that my son's trust was well placed. He has coped with the dishonor dealt him better than I could have expected.
He will succeed you.
I will tell him you said so. Perhaps I have been too hasty to judge. Their disappearance was clearly not my people's doing, though some in Ignore may. Yet I do not comprehend why humans...
I don't believe the assault on Falk was motivated by mislaid revenge, yet I am sure it is related somehow to the Envoy's demise. A lot of trouble has been taken to break your...
It all...
The nature of their deaths also disturbs me, for reasons, with your forgiveness, I do not wish to discuss. I once initiated...
I would be grateful for that. Is there any...
Yes, my master sent me to...
I can tell you where to find the griffin. Avoid detection when approaching the nests. Conceal yourself whenever possible. If you should be seen, you can expect an aggressive response. Act as some of our... Also, know that harming them or their unhatched young would do great dishonor. If you are ready, my guard will...
Goodbye,
One last... These eyes see more than your kind could ever hope to behold, and see more still when they look upon yours. Hunger is a trait common upon many, for what one wants and cannot have. Be wary of such desires. As we say, to prey upon more than a talon's share.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay, good. I did pick it up.
Can you take me to the...
Meet me on the...
Huh, I only got 5 points. I'm going to try this again. Is that the same I had last time? I'm actually not even sure anymore. Okay. I was wondering if there was a way to just bypass the avalanche completely, but yeah, I don't think there is.
I could try to discover where this stylized conductor came from. The training hall would be a good start. Or I could just get on with my trials.
May your that symbol, it looks vaguely familiar. Where did you say? What? Lord Miguel's own envoys? You had better...
I assure you, Master Pyres, that I...
If what you say is accurate, then one of our own. No, we must not jump to conclusions. Someone attacked the Flightarian air? In this current climate, that is tantamount to treason. Whoever is responsible, we must see the... I mean... I should not have spoken so. Forgive me. Though I'm afraid from what you have told me that the culprit is undeniably a mage, for none else could have used a conductor. Also, the deceased's injuries, as you've described them, and the telling choice of tactic used to cripple the Flightarian. Whoever is behind this Whatever the motives, I feel certain that this is not the end of it. I am sure you have reached the same conclusion. Enlist whatever help you must. We do not yet know if this traitor to the peace had an ally or accomplice. Use caution. Why don't you show the symbol on the conductor to that young Earth Mage? He is...
Thank you, Master.
I have no doubt of that. But do not thank me. I fear this task, on the day of your initiation no less, will teach... Initiate. Do not allow prejudice to blind you, or our killer may...
Made it through the second round?
What?
I'm just... I have mine somewhere. Haven't used it since I lost.
Bort.
Now that's simple. I've got it. You should be able to find...
Not all of them moved on, it seems. It's a shame.
To be honest, I haven't read everything, you know. Not yet, anyway. Tell you what, why don't you...
Was that supposed...
Stranger things have... Sorry I can't help you further. Why this...
Let's just say it's for personal...
Alright, fine.
That's just it.
Secretive and enigmatic. Look, I...
Thank...
Don't mention...
Jonas.
Severed square, severed...
Circle. Jonas.
Not right now! I am observing a rare mating ritual between a pair of scaled sparrows. They spend less than 2% of their time out of the water. Shireen told me about them. Fascinating woman, isn't she?
As you shouldn't be.
What's that?
Nothing.
Kindly get out of...
His focus is on the telescope.
Kindly get...
I can't... I can't... I can't...
Great mist of my...
Recognize
that symbol.
Many years ago.
I've got it! It was many years ago. A group of...
Second to none, Jonas. Is there anything else you can recall about them?
I seem to recall that the ringleader was never found. What was his name? Bearded... Something along the lines of Broshium.
Brasham?
Who?
Please...
Shireen.
What? No.
She knew...
Really?
Quite well, I think.
I will do...
I trust no griffin.
Of course not,
I do.
I can't use...
Oh. Without a doubt. My third. I do not think I. They can be quite rude if you have the gift of their gab. Keep your.
I am glad you have returned safely.
I am fine.
Why would I...
But you remember...
I have no specific memory, I'm afraid.
To what extent?
Only vague recollection. How do you know about... You found this?
On the dead body of Lord Miguel's envoy. You knew someone called Brasham, who led a group...
No!
Shireen, I have to know. I am investigating on behalf of our masters. One of us did this. A fire mage, most likely. If you can tell me anything...
All right. But you must promise not to judge him prematurely, okay?
I know that well.
Very well. He and I... No, it starts long before that. Brasham had a troubled past. Even at the age... Yet, from the moment we met, I felt a connection. I saw him as the younger sibling I never had. As years passed, we grew closer. Our relationship changed. I could sense the burn of his anguish waning. By the time we were both initiated, well, let us say, it was around this time that Brasham had involved himself with a group of like-minded men. You know our history, from a time when mages ruled with harsh words and harsher magic, before giving that awful task over to our giftless brethren.
The Nogs.
Dark!
I'm sorry. Non-mages.
That's better. It was not long before this company, young minds veiled by pride and recklessness, began planning a breakaway from the Order of Dominatra. Yet, even here, so far from the capital, their activities were noticed. The authorities arrived without announcement or fanfare, and when Brasham found me, his face full of fear, I saw the once sunken anger resurfacing in those beautiful eyes. I used my powers of deception and influence, the most potent of water gifts, to shield him from any who might seek him out. As per the limitations of my magic, he would be forced to stay within the bounds.
Were you not
Few knew Brasham and I were. Let's just say we were discreet. Of course, I was questioned along with most others, even required to... I passed their flawed tests. How could I confess to having helped a a fluid mind?
Where is Brasham?
The only place he could find solitude.
Can you be...
I cannot. My magic conceals him, but it works both ways. So long...
How can I...
You will need the most precious...
Great.
If you do find him, remember your promise to me. And
what?
Nothing. I wish you luck, and may you discover who is truly behind... Brasham had one.
Just
to the best of my... Few... I do not need...
And with that said, I am going to take a pause. My laundry's almost ready to move along. Earth Mage, search for, I forget his name, Braffin, that's not right, in Forest. Yeah, In this second task, there's a lot of side quests and sort of branching, which is what I'm dealing with now. So when I come back, I'm going to try to find a Biclops to kill in the forest. And that's probably... yeah, that's probably it. Well, and look for Brasham